if you were me and didn't have. Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Arizona Cardinals. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Now Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline.
Check tight, check tight, check tight, set, run. Real. Cartoon tonight, like cartoon. Hey, Alpha, get ready. Point it right.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle was made by Joel Iyiegbuniwe.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
On 2nd down, it's Jones.
You ain't doing nothing today.
8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
Good job, D. Good
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Third and 2, and here's Murray. The pass complete. It's Bird. 23 yards, the final tally.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Check, ready, and read. Check, 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 check.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here we go. Not again.
From the gun on third down, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
On second and 11 now. Mayfield. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Markel Lee gets him for a loss of a yard, and it will bring up third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On third down, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
And first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. Here's Bird to return. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Come on. Motion. 45.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. It's caught. He finds Myers. Touchdown, Cardinals. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Here we go.
On 1st down, Peyton. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
One of the things that really impressed me about Joey Bosa is that he doesn't sacrifice the run game trying to get sacks. This guy really knows how to hold the point of attack, great leverage, and then goes and sheds people and makes plays.
And at 6'5", 270, just a monster.
Absolute monster with a really high motor.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, Zoo. Let's go, defense. Our time. This is our time. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike. I can't believe they let you play. Hurry! They even let you play. My touch.
From the gun, Mayfield. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
180.
Mayfield down. And Ingram holds it in. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run on 1st down. Peyton. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Mayfield from the gun on third down, and that's caught by Smith. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
They go play action. Mayfield. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 30-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Alert, 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 alert. Hey, exit.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now a give, right side. Peyton. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Bears on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Pistol, pistol, pistol. 52, small. 52's the mic. Hey, let's get this, get this. My 52. Hey, watch your leg.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he'll find Hall. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards in a Chicago first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Set, 180. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's all right. Point it right, point it right, point it right. My God.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield finds his tight end Ingram. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Mayfield to throw it. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it fourth down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. That drive just seemed to go for an eternity. I could kind of hear our sponsors saying, hey, we need to get our product pushed here. And then it ends in a field goal.
Yeah, how about that? Not enough time for product placement, but plenty of time to get 3 points out of the deal. I know that the guys on defense, though, they wanted to get those products out there. They wanted to stop that drive, just were unable to do so.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Chef. Let it roll. West.
They'll try the right side with Jones. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Set, punt. 30 base. Mike, 45. Watch the pass.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. After the penalty, it's Jones. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, me.
That's caught inside the 20, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
The point after is good, and we are even at 10 apiece. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone set.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Murray going to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
45, Mike, 45. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
Throwing is Murray on third down. And that is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
This will be fielded at the 17. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell your guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
On second down, Peyton. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for third down. Mayfield looks to throw. Flushed out right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4.
Watch the run.
To throw, it's Murray. throw caught here by Bird. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 31-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Murray. And Myers has it over the middle. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Cardinals, first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Murray now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the shotgun to give to Jones. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hurry!
Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. The Bears on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped it? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
At the Bears' 41-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll go again to Jones. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Check 13. Check 13. 22, check cover. 22, check cover. Check.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On first down, Dillard. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On second down now. It's Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Again, it's Jones. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Mayfield off the play fake. Able to shake him off. Escaping the pressure right. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
180. 52 is the mark.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. To throw, Mayfield. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. There wasn't the line that jumped that time, the second level.
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. Second level, probably because they moved up to the first level, and that hurts them.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Snags it for the pick. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. They were looking for Johnson that time.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On 1st down, Jones. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. On the delay, Jones. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll.
Everyone gears up for third down, talks about the importance of it. But fourth down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on fourth down.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Cards, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I step like I'm Eno. Think I'm part Italian. Blame that on Gino. Smells like the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by themselves.
That's why you treat women good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bro's on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
with this round here, I make a joke. Everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so